Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vella here. If you're new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So today I'm going to react to a story on Jamari channel titled Jojo Siwa got worse. We all know that for the past month, Jojo has been in trends, news for a whole lot of different reasons. So today we're going to react to a video about another thing. Let's get into it, guys.
Back, we talked about the internet sensation that is Jojo Siwa. I'm sure many of you are familiar with who this is. She is genuinely one of the most successful people to ever come from YouTube.
Wow!
Period, amassing a fortune of 20 million
Wow!
before
20
17 years old. This girl was a cash cow.
I can have even that money.
Like
half of that money in my account.
Be a star. They stuck her in front of the limelight and the cameras.
She was looking cute.
She was one of those dance mom kids, and that's where she really got her first taste of success as both a dancer and a personality on that show.
I think Jojo is crazy
Indeed nuts.
and that's really difficult because she's always just loud and always.
She was looking cute at this stage.
I don't really need her opinion.
She would then parlay this into YouTube and internet fame, which in turn turned to deals with the likes of Nickelodeon. She was selling merch and doing these huge tours with her dance group. And of course selling bows.
I like her fashion.
Bows. So she made all of this money, and in turn she received what I would describe as arrested development. Obviously, she did not have a normal childhood, and by the time she was getting to be an adult, I think she looked around and realized that her entire image was now being the adult who acted and dressed like a 7 to 10-year-old girl. I mean, just look at this room tour she did, and tell me that this is normal for someone who is 16 years old.
Check this out really quick. My unicorn is right. Jojo's we're training right now. And there you go. Yeah!
And like many other child stars who came before her, either she or her team decided that it was now time for a total overhaul and rebrand.
Why did she change? Oh, she now looks so horrible.
Started with her new music video where she's seen bumping and grinding. And you guys remember those cringy air hump videos that light skins and skinny Mexicans were making back in the day? Well, that's essentially what she was doing here. And now recently, after turning 21, she has been wilding out more than ever. I'm talking about drinking binges at Disney World,
Is that her mom?
performances of her latter mentioned song Karma, and just really doing the most everywhere she goes. And so today I'm going to be starting you guys out a little bit soft. I'm going to ease you into the cringe. Because I will tell you, things are going to get pretty interesting.
Yeah, I feel like if she is not stopped, like it's really going to get worse. Looking at how things are becoming now. I mean, what do her parents think about what she's doing now? Anyway.
It's her 21st birthday at Disney World, where she apparently went out getting all these different drinks and ended up making a fool of herself.
Drinks? You could tell she's drunk. You know when you're drunk, you act like a fool, like you don't know what you're doing. That's what she was doing.
I'm Jojo. This is my second drink in America. Woo! I'm Jojo. This is my second country, but my fifth drink of the day. Happy birthday, Jojo.
So Jojo is seen here pounding down the drinks, and let's
it's normal to, drink on your 21 year.
21-year-olds on their 21st birthday. You can essentially now legally go out and get shit-faced, so I guess that's what you do. But doing this at Disney World of all places is just a little bit questionable. To me, it's like, yes, she wants to change, she wants to be a little bit more edgy, but she also still wants to have the comfort of that childlike element.
8 and 9 drink. We're in China!
I'm sorry, but I'm calling cap. There's no way she's already taken down 9 drinks in a couple hours. And not just completely on her ass. As someone who's...
She was joking. Oh, let me just... watch it well. Look at her ass. She looks drunk. Yeah, she looks drunk.
Sorry, she just makes me cringe more than any other human on the face of this planet. Everything just feels so forced.
That's why I think she's under the influence. Yes. Yeah.
Drink it up, go where Mexico! I'm trying to see what this is.
13?
Epcot. I'm Siwa. This is mine.
So y'all kind of get the gist of it, okay? She just gets drunk and obnoxious.
I'm Jojo Siwa, and this
Crazy.
is my 17th and 18th drinking.
Yeah, I mean, here and pretty much throughout the rest of this video, she just makes an absolute fool of herself. Alright, so at the end, she apparently drinks like Disney World that day. And I'm just not buying it. You know, everything about this chick honestly seems very performative.
I had a wish. So I would have never left around. Yeah, we know it.
Not even anyone in her entourage knows that hot garbage ass song. Thought this was an interesting little tidbit she dropped here.
What?
I'm definitely working on
To be a fan of her? This is getting out of hands.
Like, I get that she's basically trying to adult up her content and adult up her entire persona. But when you're doing this for a bunch of fans who are like still underage, does that call the morality of it all into question, at least just a little bit? And so last night I was reading
makes so much
about
sense.
Jojo, and this little part right here really stood out to me. That doesn't mean the reception to Karma has been fully negative, however. Siwa's version did open across multiple ranking charts, and she played to a crowd of over 50,000 at the Miami Beach Pride Festival on April 14th. And so I start thinking in my head, God damn, 50,000 people, like that is a big ass crowd. That's like on that same level as that infamous DMX video where he's performing for like an entire island of people.
Wow.
And so I'm like, where did the person who wrote this article get that number from? Well, when you go to her Instagram page, she claims the same thing. Some photos from Miami Pride, best fucking night with my favorite people. Still can't comprehend 55,000 people. So now it's 55,000. Showing up, breaking the record, and all singing Karma, okay? So apparently, all these people knew every word to her song. My heart is so full, and I'm so fucking inspired to keep pushing, keep going, keep releasing, and above all, keep entertaining. I mean, even in these pictures alone, you can tell, well, I guess they don't show the crowd again, but there's no 50,000 people there. I mean, she even claims that same number here on the Jimmy Fallon show.
I've been performing some new songs.
I saw you at the Miami Pride.
Yes.
It was some record break, like 50,000 people or something.
50,000 people.
And you crushed it.
It was the most people they've ever had at Miami Pride during
Wow,
my
interesting.
set. 50,000 people.
Come on.
And so you guys know me, I'm just a big old hater. I had to go research this for myself. I had to go and see if I could debunk it. And so I actually found this video she posted onto her YouTube channel of this crowd of 55,000 people. And there's quite a few things that are pathetic about this video that I'll get to in a second. But
Seriously.
that is not 50,000 people. Come on. Now, it might be a couple hundred, it might be a couple thousand people. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that is not 50,000. Y'all can call me a hater or whatever, but it's just not it. So either way, she comes out and
Is it normal to, like, I mean, that when you're in the whole Hollywood space, you have to sing and act at the same time?
Like, you know, she doesn't have any sex appeal. I mean, we're going to talk about Miley Cyrus here in a second and how that's kind of like inspiration for doing this whole rebranding. It's like back then when Miley was doing all that wrecking ball stuff and kissing girls and smoking green and all that different shit.
Oh yeah.
And people liked it. And I
it's something like
it's just crazy. But yeah, either way, the whole point of showing this is like, no, they didn't know 50,000. And sadly, I cannot play the audio from the song because last time I got hit quick with that copyright. But I think the saddest thing about this video is how painful it is. What
if that gives me a thought. What if like she's trying to become like Miley Cyrus? Like, guys, what do you guys think? That's what is going through my head now. Maybe
in crowd noise to make it seem like everyone was cheering for her and going crazy during her performance when that does not seem to be the case. But here is a video from a third-party perspective, and literally she's just dancing around up there, lip-singing the entire thing while the song blares out of speakers on the background. So essentially that microphone up there was absolutely useless. Now, other than the actual performance itself being kind of wild, Jojo would actually act even crazier when it came to her interactions with the crowd.
There's a video of me performing, and some guy I stalked his page. He was definitely straight.
Whoa!
Straight men bad.
Guys, my parents are here.
What?
Oh shit. Thumbs down. Imagine if a straight person
It's
had the same
crazy.
opinion of a gay person. I don't think it would go too well.
This guy commented, and this was a new comment for me. This shit, it wasn't about the dance that I do. It wasn't about my hairline. It wasn't that I'm a 5'9" giant toddler. It said, this man. The straight guy told me I need to be stopped. This man needs to be stopped.
Just listen to what she says right here, okay? Jojo was wild.
That's how I felt. Till I realized, number one, my dick is bigger than his.
Possibly impossible.
Number two,
Not possible.
more girls than him.
I mean, just look at this as she takes the Colin Kaepernick and ices herself with the Tito's vodka. Oh,
Mm.
bad. I like how she like takes the swig.
Like, I'm baffled. I don't know what to say. The innocent Jojo, like, they haven't like this. Well, sorry guys, we all have like a choice to make. You can choose to like become a drunkard, to go into drugs, so you can choose your sexuality, but sometimes, I mean, it's way too much. Hello? But you.
Because they're sassy. Write your own songs. That's not even you singing.
I promise you, no one in the crowd gives a single fuck about your drunk ramblings on your internet haters.
You know what I said last first? I tell them to hold the motherfucking drama.
I'm sorry, but it's just like a whole nother level of sex that I'm going through this right now.
Same here.
Have performed in front of 6-year-olds. Louder than you. In fact, there is a 6-year-old right there. Why the f are you here? I love it. I am so here for it. You're awesome, dude.
Damn.
You know, if I say what I want to say, they'll probably
Right.
ban
The
me
6-year
forever.
old that is
Don't let that
underage.
little superstar be louder than you guys. Let me hear you make some noise.
I just cannot believe that there are actual adults out there who are turning up to this music and her terrible rhetoric. And you know,
Why wouldn't the adults like support her when those adults out there are literally like they have the same common goal as her? So definitely they will, because they are there for the pride, and it was the pride day. So I mean, they have a common goal.
the outfit is a little bit like gay Vegeta-esque. And this is the performance that she wanted him cheering for. I'm not gonna lie, it just has to be like one of the top 10 worst things I've ever seen. But she
This
definitely
is
does
so
so much comedy. It just
embarrassing.
amazes me. And here is actually the part that people found most disturbing, as she stands up on stage and fondles
What's she
herself.
doing?
It's just so bad. And here is where we finally get to the point where she talks about,
I
Miley
said
Cyrus
it.
being her big inspiration, and her and her team actually having all this master plan mapped out years before
She's
it ever
trying to
even
be like Miley
You need to talk about
Cyrus.
Siwa. Because it is a 180 from your whole life.
I mean, first off, can we just acknowledge what the fuck is up with the lampshade hat?
When I was 8 is when Miley had her bangers moment. And I was like, all I want is to have that one day. Like, I want that. And honestly, since I was like 15, like my whole like inner circle has been like talking about it and like getting excited for it.
So this is the version of Jojo Siwa that both her and her team wanted. There were other adults in the room encouraging this shit.
Then I got pitched this song, Karma. And its first word is, I was a bad girl. And I was like, oh, it's a good song. I was like, but I can't say that. I can't say I'm a bad girl. I'm not. I was 18, fresh off of my Dream the Tour.
So this song is like 3 years in the making at this point.
Now
And that
she
song is like,
is.
no, I'm not a bad girl. I guess I gotta transform into a bad girl. Took 3 years and now she's on this shit. And if you were to take a shot every single time this interviewer here cringes in her face, well, you'd be more drunk than she was acting like she was at Disney World.
This point in time, this is March 2022. So I'm thinking music's coming out in July. Like I gotta like bust a nut to get this music done, right?
I don't know, something about her just like deeply disturbs me. Yeah, I just don't really see how this extreme of a change can be genuine in any way. The whole thing just seems so incredibly forced, and it's one of those things like, laughing with you, just kind of laughing at you. It's like a car accident that you just can't look away. And if that's her overall goal, so be it. But I don't know if it's going to work out for her long term from a monetary perspective. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. She's rich. She probably never has to perform another time in her life, and she'll be fine. I mean, I gotta say, I almost even feel a little bit bad for her, and really anyone who doesn't get to have like the quote-unquote normal childhood, because obviously from the very beginning of her life, she was pressured to be in front of the camera. She was pressured to be in front of the limelight. And while it may have made her a lot of money back then, it's usually not a recipe for a well-adjusted adult adult. So we will continue to follow this story, but man, it's just pretty sad. I want to know what you guys think about Jojo.
If you are out there projecting yourself as a child, whatever, promoting child content, promote child content by you taking in alcohol and saying things that 6 years old in front of a 6 years old, like it's just crazy, guys. Just comment and let me know what you think. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.